Good morning. We're continuing on this series of happiness and joy, and how do you bring more happiness into your life, and how does that happiness play out outside? Now, a quick reminder, what happiness is, go back to that definition I gave 6-7 days ago. What happiness is a combination of three things. It's part of it is about, try to think about this yourself. Do you have the answer? Part of it is joy, how much joy we're having, finding joy in what we're doing. Part of it is how purposeful we feel. And thirdly, how fulfilled we feel. When we feel fulfilled and purposeful and joy, then that is happiness. It's not simple. It's not just like something, I don't know. It's not simply a kid and having a kid. Something that's joyful about a kid is that they're a joy, they're a delight, but that there's this fulfillment, this purpose, and how I'm going to take care. That's something that's beautiful about having children. And if you don't have children, it's a good thing too, because a lot of people don't, and that's beautiful. So if that's a conscious choice, do it. But what I'm asking for you to do is be intentional about everything you're doing. Okay, coming back to today, what I really want to talk about is the purpose of habits in your life. Now, I've talked about habits before. Go back to my website and you'll see a series on habits that I'm willing to give you for free, just to help you out a little bit, about a 10-day series on this. But what I want to point out again today is, how do you create habits? How do you do those things that you don't necessarily want to do to create more joy in life, to be happier? Because when you're accomplishing things, when you're feeling better about yourself, you are happier generally. You are more intentional, you get more done, you feel more purposeful, you feel more fulfilled, you enjoy things far more. There is a key concept to habits. Now, there's a lot about habits. I'm not going to talk about it all today. I teach about habits extensively at times. So if you want more, reach out to me. But for now, for today, what I want you to do is keep in mind that the shorter and easier and simpler you make a pattern, you make an action, a behavior, the more likely you are to do it. Our brains are crazy efficient. We run out of willpower very quickly in our lives. So if you set a new habit, New Year's resolution, you know what, 80% of people don't carry through with their New Year's resolutions. 80%, 4 out of 5. That's a crazy number. If you want to get better at this is what I'd encourage you to do. Make things simple and easy. And give you some examples. One example is, let's say you want to be healthier. Let's say you want to exercise. Well, instead of saying, I'm going to work out for 3 hours every morning and going crazy like I used to do, and then quit like I used to do, instead set your minimum requirement. When you have a minimum requirement and it's small, it's so simple you're going to do it, then you are more likely to do it. I'll give you an example. If you want to quit watching more TV, just make it little more difficult. Hide the remote. Get somebody else to hide the remote. Simply by forcing yourself to get up and turn it on and figure out how to do things without a remote is enough of a barrier to not watch TV that night. And if you want to make it easier to drink water and be healthier, guess what? Have some system where it's easy. It's always there. It's right in front of you. Instead of having to go about and work hard for it, it's really simple. You can do this in many areas of life. So again, the key concept here is make it simple, make it easy, make it short. If you want to work out more, then start for the first 2 weeks. I'm doing this with a client right now. For the first few weeks, make 5-minute workouts or less. You could do 3-minute workouts. Get dressed, get changed into your workout clothes, and just do a 3-minute workout. Now again, you're not going to see a bunch of health benefits in the first 2 weeks if you're working out for 3, 4, or 5 minutes. But that's not the point. The point is that you're setting up a habit. And if you do it consistently and you enjoy it, then all of a sudden you're going to have more joy, you're going to have more happiness in that activity, and you're more likely to do it in the future. Now, once you have a habit, once you work out every single day for 3 to 5 minutes, once you have that habit, you are more likely to do it for however long you set. But this is what I do. I often go 2-3 months where I never miss one day of an exercise type activity. I'm always trying to burn a certain amount of calories, active calories, and use my body in certain ways. Often I go 40, 50, 60 days without a break, without one day off. And the way I've done that is I have this minimum requirement where I'll be willing to do at least 5 minutes. That's my requirement, at least 5 minutes. Now, and I'll even set a timer sometimes, or if I'm not feeling up for it, I'll be like, okay, 5 minutes, I'll just do 5 minutes. You know what, by the time I hit 5 minutes, often I feel, you know what, I can go a little bit longer. Sometimes I stop there. Not very often anymore, because the habit's been built. But as you are setting up habits in life, there's a key concept, and that is set it short, simple, easy. Make it as easy and simple as possible. If you want to get into emails and clear your email folder, instead of clearing all of your emails or spending an hour there, clear one extra email a day, or clear out all your new emails and one old email extra every day. build up to 2, build up to 3. And once you get to 3, 4, 5, it starts to become a lot easier. How could you do this in other areas of your life? What about eating? Make it simple. Take all the junk food out of your house. Don't even have it in the house. If it's not there, it's difficult now. Make it easier to eat healthy. So now, every Saturday or Sunday, cut up all your vegetables for the week. Have them in easy to reach containers, one for every day, so you can just grab it and go out for work. Once it's easy, once it's simple, you are more likely to do it. I hope this makes sense to you, because this is a concept that will change your life. Often I have clients talking to me about, Mark, I'm feeling overwhelmed, there's lots going on, I don't know where to start, there's too big a task, and I say, you know what? What can you do that takes just 3 to 5 minutes? And they've got an answer, if they look for it, and I say, do that and then text me back when you've done it. You know, often they don't text me back for half an hour, and say, I started. And once I started, I got going and got a whole lot more done. But I tell them, listen, 3 to 5 minutes is the win. That's the win. If you want to do more, do more. 3 to 5 minutes is the goal. That's the minimum standard. And when you have that minimum standard in your life, you're going to get far more done. Use this to enjoy your day.